Employees of Build-A-Bear. What is the weirdest thing a customer has requested? Back in the earlier Build-A-Bear days, I was asked to put an urn that contained the ashes of their father who had recently passed from cancer into the bear. I didn't know what to say and my manager was on break. They were really sweet and I completed the task for them, read Teddy, if I recall correctly. They also had previously recorded his voice so that also went into the Teddy. 20 minutes later when my manager returned, I informed her of what happened and how I handled it, and within the next few months we had a store policy of no deceased remains. Looking back on it, I'm happy I could do that for them. They even dressed it like him, and had planned to have it on the mantle for the family and grandchildren to press the hand and hear him. I was not an employee but I interviewed. It was a group interview and they asked us all questions. Toward the end they asked us individually if we wanted to sing a song but stressed we didn't have to. Only employees who sang moved on in the interview process. Watching a teenage girl make a bear dressed like her boyfriend, for her boyfriend, while he was there. I have never seen someone try so hard to look interested, but failing. Teenage love, I guess. The weirdest thing is all the middle-aged women who come in every time something new is released. They collect them, but are always super weird people. Not an employee but at the one in the mall near me the employees told me that a lady would come in with her pet monkey that she treated as her child. She used it as a clothing store for the monkey. She also tried to sue the local school district into letting the monkey attend but was unsuccessful, being asked to repair a Smurfette because she was getting a little loose. I worked there in high school about 10 years ago now. I guess the weirdest thing, but was very common, was putting dead relatives' recorded voices into stuffed animals. One was for a little girl whose father had died in Iraq. I was definitely crying while I sewed that bear up. Other than that there were a few bronies that came in for Rainbow Dash. They were always very awkward but nice. I worked there for almost 5 years back in the early 2000s. Once there was a woman who came in with her son's monkey and asked for a hole to be stitched up. This was common and we all knew how to do a basic ladder stitch so my manager agreed to do it. When she took it in the back, she noticed that there were holes only in the crotch of the monkey and that the fur was matted. That's when she realized that this woman's son was, probably, masturbating into the doll. I don't remember if my manager put on gloves and stitched it or offered the woman a new doll, but that was by far the craziest request. I also once had to get into that bear costume after someone wore it for 2+ hours because a woman complained that her son wanted to meet the bear and we had packed up 10 minutes early. That sucked really bad. Not Build-A-Bear but an independent store in a mall that did the same thing. A woman brought her young daughter in to celebrate the little girl's first communication with a spirit. She's become a seer like me. Back when I worked a few years ago, I had a customer come in holding a bag of what looked like at least 10 pacifiers. She spread the pacifiers throughout the inside of the bear, and told her son that they were a big boy now and didn't need the pacifiers anymore, but he'll always be close to them as they are in the bear now. So I guess it wasn't so weird as it was sweet. Not an employee, but a few years ago I went with my little sister to get some horse thing done and we were waiting in line to do the heart thing where you have to kiss it and promise to love the thing forever. The girl in front of us asked the lady doing the hearts if her bear was gay because it was rainbow. The employee looked a bit taken back but recovered and told her the bear could be gay if she wanted. And in the most lethal voice I have ever heard out of a small child she said, "If you give him a gay heart I'll rip it out myself and feed it to the wolves." Haunts me to this day. I never had any weird guest experiences, just weird experiences with the management. I was ultimately fired because I refused to stand outside the store and dance. We were on the lower level of the mall and the manager told me to try to make eye contact with children on the second level and, in so many words, get them to throw a tantrum so the parent would bring them in. I'd been a good employee and the job was otherwise very fun, but I was glad to go. That manager lived and breathed the job and made the whole store very uncomfortable. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.